Green 18. Green 19. Hut.
Hey folks, that's the Diddy NFL. I'm very animated from UK Packers, and this is another merch drop. Now look, I've got a merch problem. I have a problem with buying merch, but then in my defense, I'm kind of like the worst person, who would have a merch problem, is that I just give it all away. So what is this all about? This is the patreon.com/UK Packers January 2023 giveaway. And I decided for a change, let's just bejewel myself with all of the Packers merch that I'm about to give away. This stuff here is the stuff that's been given away in January, but these are some of the other prizes that I'm going to be giving away. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I stacked up everything, and sorry, Donald. I stacked up everything, Donald Driver, by the way. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rifle through it with you. I don't know what order it's all in. Now, there's some controversial items. It wasn't controversial when I got it, but it's apparently controversial now. But anyway, let's start with the minis. This here is the Gravedigger, which is a very nice item. What do we have here to give away in a future draw? It is Dorsey Levens, very nice. What's this? Nick the Pick, Nick Collins, fair play. Now these are the big ticket items. I do make sure that I put these up. That's Leroy Butler, which is great. I'm probably going to disappear behind a blaze of mini helmets. And this one here is unbelievable. That is Jordy Nelson and Donald Driver mini helmet. So what I'll do is I'm going to get some B-roll and I'm going to flash some of these items up on the screen throughout this video. But that there is the big ticket item, which is just bananas. Now let's see, did I hit this one down here? Yeah, Nick the Pick. Amazing. Mini helmets, yummy, yummy, yummy. Now the one that is controversial, unfortunately, is this one here. So this is the Hall of Flame. Oh, be careful. Look, you see I've got mini helmets hanging around there. That's John Kuhn, by the way. Cool. And that is the Magic Man. This here is a Brett Favre full-sized Hall of Fame helmet. Now I'm going to flash some B-roll up. Now what's the problem with this? Well, the problem is Google Brett Favre and look into the recent allegations. Now, I'm going to put that down there. Now I did ask people and canvass people a while ago, should it still be raffled off? And the contention was, yeah, they said raffle it off. But again, it was like 80-20 or 75-25. I asked and canvassed people in Green Bay, including the bus driver who drove us to one of the LAMBEAU games. And his opinion was, look, it's all media stuff at the minute. No one knows what's happening. I don't know what to do with it. We're very far away from the media news stories. Can you separate the player from whatever? Anyway, I'm not going to devote too much time to it. Now, everybody who signs up for Patreon will eventually get a prize, and these are the Cheeseheads that were brought over. It's probably very annoying and loud on the camera. These were brought over to London, and we got a cracking pre-sale price on those. So everybody who joins Patreon, the dream is that they get a prize eventually, and at the minute it's the Cheeseheads or a signed pick or some other cool merch item. So I've Cheeseheads all over the place here. Now, you'll be glad to know, God damn it, it's all going to pot. It's falling apart. My life is falling apart. So you'll be glad to know that the items that fell, even though it wasn't ideal, is this Devondre Campbell throwback jersey. Now, this is so coveted, in fact, and they're very hard to get, that some people will buy a signed jersey, and they'll wear the signed jersey, which is bizarre. That seems very common, actually, in Green Bay. You look at Jerry Kramer, he's signed an awful lot of stuff over the years, and people will just wear his jersey. This is a Bobbert Tunyon signed jersey as well, which is fantastico. I've just marched everywhere. I have the pictures under here, so this will give you a wee sample. There's Elton Jenkins signed pick. This is all very rough and ready. Dorsey Levens. Aman Green, who remembers Aman Green? Darnell Sauvage, who's made a comeback. I'm loving that he made a comeback. And AJ Dillon. So they're all the signed picks. So they'll either be third prize typically, or just a guaranteed prize to give away. Now the jewel in the crown really is that Jordy and Donald Driver helmet, but also this full-sized Donald Driver helmet, and it says GBP, Green Bay Packers, if you didn't know, all-time leading wide receiver, which is just fantastic. Now it's not going to do it justice from over there in the distance, so I'm going to get some B-roll to catch some of the glitter on this helmet. Typically I take the helmets out, but I would have about 100 boxes lying around, so I haven't done it this time around. So let's get to this draw. So what are we doing? What I do is whoever signs up for the gold membership on Patreon, I'll put you in this draw every single month. So every month you can win Packers merch, and there's 4 prizes. 3 are raffled off, and 1 is a guaranteed prize. So if you've been a Patreon for a while and you haven't won anything, well, then I try to make sure that I get something out to you. So let's do it in order then. As prize number 1, I have Mr. Redemption Man himself, which is Darnell Sauvage signed jerseys. Jerseys are always a fantastic piece to have up in the fan cave. You know, and Savage is always a good name. And the fact that he comes with such a good story, and as well as that, this has 2019 first round pick. Anything with an extra subscription or inscription is good because, you know, it adds more value to it and it makes that a little bit more special. I remember we were in Green Bay and this helmet here is one that I got signed by myself, and George Kuntz was there and Devon House. And Kuntz was actually schooling House on how to sign autographs, would you believe? And I think it might have been his second stint back in Green Bay even, but he was telling him, put an inscription on it, you know, make it that extra bit special. So here is the other one. It's an Elton Jenkins signed mini helmet. Again, I'll take it out of the box and I'll get some delicious B-roll for this as well. Third prize is a Mason Crosby kicking tee. This is different, and there's the JSA cert. So the way signed merch works is it will have different certification bodies. It can be certified by the signed merch shop and stuff that it comes from or that it's got sold on from, which is fine because some of these are big vendors around the country. But JSA and Beckett tend to be the ones we see the most. So that helmet has a JSA cert. The jersey has a JSA. Mason Crosby's kicking tee has a JSA, and it means that you can type in that JSA code onto the JSA website and it'll come back and show you what the item relates to. So that's the Mason Crosby kicking tee. Now again, this man has played more games for the Green Bay Packers than anybody, scored more points than anybody for the Green Bay Packers. It's a truly legendary career, and he's the age he is. And look, at this stage in his career, he's 38 years of age, and at 38, he kicked his longest field goal on record in LAMBEAU Field, which is just ridiculous. And this is Adrian Amos. I went kind of a little bit defense heavy with some of these items too, because Adrian Amos is having a fantastic season too, especially the second half of it. So look, I have the Donald Driver full sized, I have the Brett Favre helmet, yeah, your boo, I have Jordy Nelson and Donald Driver mini helmets, I have John Kuhn, I have the Gravedigger, I have the Magic Man back there, Devondre Campbell, I've got Cheeseheads to give away, and the prizes just keep getting bigger and better. Now in 2023 I have a dream. And the dream is I want to send someone to LAMBEAU, all expenses paid. And in order to do it, we need Patreon supporters. So the more people that sign up for Patreon, the more that goes into the kitty to pay for someone. And even if I have to take all the money and make sure that I realise someone's dream, that's what this is all about. So if you're interested, I'll be opening up a new tier. So to let you know, anybody watching this who is a Patreon supporter already, you're automatically entered. So don't worry about it. But anybody who wants to join, I'm going to set up a tier. It's going to be £5 a month. And I'm going to do special giveaways as well for the people on that tier. So, you know, you'll have sort of a raffle or merch or something like that going out to you every single month as well. On top of that, when it comes to announcing the trip, we're going to do a draw for someone to go, all expenses paid, to LAMBEAU Field. That's flights, that's transfers, that's your hotel, game tickets, and maybe we'll throw on upgrades to those game tickets and upgrades to the hotel and upgrades wherever we can. Maybe we'll put you in first class if we can. So the more people that sign up, the better the prize will be. And that's the way it's going to be. But anyway, so patreon.com/UK Packers. And what I'm going to do is now is I'm going to go across to the PC. I'm going to do that draw. Again, I'm going to randomize the list, and then I'm going to click it a couple of times on a little spinning wheel on the wheels of names, and the people that come up first, second and third will be guaranteed the prizes, and whoever's in fourth then what I'll do is I'll get the Cheesehead, and that'll go out to a guaranteed person in fourth place. So it won't be the person drawn fourth, it will be someone who's been a Patreon for a while and hasn't won something. The place is overrun with merch. I want to give it all away. Sign up now, and until then, the best of luck in the draw, and go Pack Go. Hello, my lovelies. Here we go. This is the 1919 Club, and this is the page if you ever want to see is your name in the draw. It usually gets updated before we do it. So here we go. Prize number 1 as of round through. Sauvage, 2 Jenkins, 3 Mason Crosby, 4 Cheesehead, original Cheesehead. So the winner of that, I'm going to slap your name. Slap on your name up on the screen. Congratulations to you. Anyway, there's the names. Let's go over to Wheel of Names, and as you can see, just like Art Attack, I've put your names in here. Else I like to scroll up and scroll down for transparency reasons, so you can see yourself there. Right, so what I'll do is let me do a little bit of do the shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. So what I'll do is I'm just going to spin the wheel. You'll hear the clickety click, and then whoever comes out top gets Sauvage. All right, hold the phone. Did you watch the start of the video? Did you watch all the other part, or do you skip forward? I'd love to know, but anyway, brain fart moment, and at least I have your attention. I forgot this big massive piece here. I don't know how I missed it. Here's Aaron Jones with a Beckett certification. Check that out. That's another prize that I have to give away. But anyway, back to the winner. Congratulations. Allison, fair play to you. I'm going to click remove, get out, and you'll be in the results page. Let's click it again. Here's prize number 2. This is for Elton Jenkins. Philip Clark. You sound very Irish, Philip. Seamus Clark, be better. Remove. And do you know what? I wouldn't even go here in this territory, but I know Natalie really, really loves Mason Crosby. Really loves him. So I'm going to spin the wheel, and you can see it happening live. But Natalie, if you come out first, I mean, the Packers are making the playoffs. Andrew Emery. Andrew, I don't mean to dump on your win, but you know, Natalie really wants that. I'll tell you what I'll do, Natalie. I'm going to send you a guaranteed prize. Is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make sure it's something Mason Crosby related. So what I'll do is right now. Drum roll, please. I'm going to flash the name of the person who gets the guaranteed prize, and that'll go out to you. So look, tune in next month, and again, all of you lucky people that are in this draw that have tuned in to see if you've won this prize, your name will be in an all expenses paid Lambeau trip prize. If I can't get the numbers to do it, god damn it, I'm going to give you a big pile of money for a voucher to go. But anyway, that's the draw. Until next month at the same time, at the same place. Best of luck, people. Patreon.com/UK Packers. Go Pack Go.